Bismillahirrohmanirrohim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello English language learners. In this lesson, we'll explore the past continuous tense for Indonesian native speakers, suitable for beginners, presented by Bandung Linguophile Learner. Please watch this video until the end to have a complete and accurate understanding. For those who haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and activate notifications so you don't miss out on valuable information to learn. Table of content. Introduction. Number 1. Part 1. Introduction to the past progressive or continuous. Objective Part 1. Number 1. Explain about the diagram of the past progressive or the past continuous. What were you doing when your husband came home? I was cooking. I was cooking is the first action or the first event. Masukkan semua perbawangan. The second event was my husband came home at 2 o'clock. So the simple past can be used to interrupt an action that was already happening. In bahasa Indonesia, simple past digunakan untuk menyela suatu kejadian yang sudah sedang berlangsung di masa lalu. I continued to cooking until 3 o'clock when I finally stopped. Can you identify the verbs in the sentence? Number 1. I was cooking when my husband came home. I is the subject. Was is the helping verb. Cooking is the main verb. When is the subordinate conjunction. Or connecting word. So, I was cooking is the main clause. And this is the first action. My husband is the subject. Came is the main verb. And home is the object. So, from when my husband came home, they are adverb clause. So this is the second action. Number 2. She was going to the park on Tuesday. She is the subject. Was is the helping verb. Going is the main verb. To the park is a preposition phrase. To is the preposition. The park is the object of the preposition. On Tuesday is the adverbial phrase that modifying the verb was going. Number 3. Daniel was talking about his friend in the morning. Daniel is the subject. Was is the helping verb. Talking is the main verb. About his friend is a prepositional phrase. The morning, an adverbial phrase. Of the past progressive tense or the past continuous tense. The past continuous is used to show that an action was in progress at a specific past time. Past continuous in bahasa Indonesia adalah digunakan untuk menunjukkan bahwa suatu tindakan sedang berlangsung pada waktu tertentu di masa lalu. Before plus being part 2. Before plus being are the linking verb. Before plus being. A linking verb connects the subject of a sentence with a word that gives information about the subject, such as a condition or relationship. They do not show any action, they simply link the subject with the rest of the sentence. How to form the subject with the before plus being. I was being, you were being, he was being, she was being, it was being, we were being, you were being, they were being. Formula for an affirmative sentence. Subject plus be verb plus being plus adjective. For example, number 1, he was being foolish. He is the subject. Was being is the linking verb. Foolish is an adjective. What does it mean? It means that generally he is smart. He's a smart person. But he was being foolish at that particular time. Number 2. They were being polite. They is the subject. Were being is the linking verb. Polite is an adjective. The formula for a negative sentence: subject plus be verb plus not plus being plus adjective. For example, he was not being foolish. You just add not. They were not being polite. In order to make a negative sentence, we just add not be between be verb and being and being. The formula for a question sentence: WH question plus subject plus be verb plus being plus adjective. Number 1. Why he was being foolish. Number 2. Were they being foolish. 3. Non-progressive or stative verbs. Learning objectives part 3. Number 1. The definition of the non-progressive verb or stative verb. Number 2. Examples of stative verbs. Stative, a verb that describes a state rather than unstative verbs are usually not used in the progressive tenses. Progressive verbs or stative verb. There are 5 stative verbs. Number 1, emotion. For example, love, like, miss, hate, dislike, fear, envy, mind, care. Number 2, mental processes. For example, know, understand, think, believe, doubt, mean, realize, remember, forget. Number 3, the sense, feels. It can be used in the progressive tense. Hear, see, you can use see in the progressive tense. Smell, sound, taste, possession. Own, possesses, having or have, and belong. Number 5. Others. Be, exist, consist of, include, seem, look, appear, need, prefer, want, cost, contain. Part 4. Verbs. Learning objectives part 4. Number 1, definition of the helping verb and main verb. Number 2, how to form the affirmative sentences. Number 3, how to form the negative sentences. Number 4, how to form the interrogative sentences. 2 verbs, helping verbs or HV, and main verb or MV. Verbs that are used with another verb to make different tenses, to make questions, and to express meaning such as possibility, advisability, and necessity. Main verb is the primary verb in a sentence, indicating the action or state of being of the subject. Helping verbs, for example, was, were. Main verb, for example, participle ing or verb 1 plus ing or base form plus ing. Formula for an affirmative sentence. Subject plus be verb plus verb ing. Number 1. It was raining when I went to the grocery store. It is the subject. Was is the helping verb. Raining is the main verb. When is the connecting word. Or subordinate conjunction. I is the subject. Went is the main verb. To the grocery store is the preposition phrase. It was raining is the first action. When I went to the grocery store is the second action. It was raining. This is the main verb. Main clause. When I went to the grocery store, this is the adverb clause. Number 2. We were heading to a bakery when you came to my home. Bakery. We were heading to a bakery when you came to my home. We is the subject. Were is the helping verb. Heading is the main verb. To a bakery is a preposition phrase. When is the connecting word or subordinate conjunction. You is the subject. Came is the main verb. To my home is the preposition phrase. So which is the first action? The first action is the we were heading to a bakery. Or you can say this is the main clause. When you came to my home, this is adverb clause. And this is the second action. Number 3. It was raining while I was teaching in the class. It is the subject. Was is the helping verb. Raining is the main verb. While is the connecting word or subordinate conjunction. I is the subject. Was is the helping verb. Teaching is the main verb. In the class is the preposition phrase. So I think they both at the same time. How to use as, while, at, and when. As and while is used during that time. Number 2. As and while they are subordinate conjunction or connecting word that create a relationship between the clauses. Number 3, as and while can be used to describe actions that are happening over a longer period of time. Now, at. At is to indicate a specific points in time. So at and when can be used to indicate specific points in time. When is also at that time, meaning at that time. When can be used for adverb. Adverb clause. The formula for a negative sentence. Subject plus be verb plus not plus verb ing. For example, it was not raining when I went to the grocery. We just had not between was and the verb ing. Number 2, we were not heading to a bakery when you came to my home. We just add not between be verb and main verb. Number 3, it was not raining while I was teaching in the class. We just put not between be verb and main verb. The formula for an interrogative sentence: WH question plus be verb plus subject plus verb ing, or be verb plus subject plus verb ing. For example, it was raining when you went to the grocery store. Was is the verb. It is the subject. Raining is the verb plus ing. When is the subordinate conjunction or connecting word. You is the subject. When is the main verb. To the grocery store is the preposition. Preposition, please. Phrase. Number 2. What were you doing when I came to your home? WH question is the be verb. This is the subject. This is the main verb. This is the subordinate conjunction or connecting word. I is the subject. Came is the main verb. To your home is the preposition phrase. Was it raining while you were teaching in the class? Was is the verb. It is the subject. Raining is the main verb. While is the connecting word or preposition phrase. You is the subject. Were is the main verb. Teaching is the this is not main verb, but this is the helping verb. Teaching is the main verb in the class. Is the preposition phrase. Part 5. Adverb. Adverb is a word that modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. An adverb gives more information about the verb. We have a lot of type of verbs, adverbs. For example, adverb of manner, like honestly, neatly. This is explain how something happens. Adverb of time, for example, earlier, before, and still. This is explain about when something happens. Adverb of place, for example, behind and nearby. This is explaining about where something happens. Adverb of frequency, for example, sometimes, weekly. This is how often something happens. Subject plus be verb plus adverb plus present participle or verb 1 plus ing. Adverb of manner, for example, honestly, neatly. He was honestly trying his best. They were neatly packing the package. Adverb of time, earlier. I was earlier starting my project. Before you were before finishing their homework. Still, we were still waiting our father to pick us from school. Adverb of place. I was working behind the scenes. The pen was lying nearby on the table. Adverb of frequency. He was sometimes visiting his friends. They were weekly meeting each other. Certain words and phrases or expression. Part 6. The explanation of unfulfilled intention. There was an intention or plan to do something, but it didn't happen or was not fulfilled. The structure of unfulfilled intentions. Number 1, subject plus was or were going to. Number 2, subject plus was or were planning to. Number 3, subject plus was or were hoping to. Number 4, subject plus was or were intending to. Number 5, subject plus was or were thinking about. For example, I was going to Bandung, but the place was locked down during the COVID-19 pandemic. Number 2, he was planning to work at a company near his home, but the salary was lower than his current salary. Number 3, they were intending to hold the meeting, but the boss canceled it at the last minute. Number 4, we were hoping for student loan forgiveness, but the government didn't grant it to us. Number 5, Stephanie was thinking about marrying that boy, but his parents made another marriage arrangement for him. The formula for past habits. 1, subject plus used to be. Number 2, subject plus used to plus verb 1. Number 3, subject plus would plus verb 1. For example, I used to be at home all day, but now I go to work every single day. Number 2, they used to have a business in the city, but because of the high taxes, they moved to the rural area. Number 3, we would go to the restaurant every week, but now we cook at home. Quiz time. Questions. Number 1, it was raining outside at 5 o'clock. Please identify the verbs. The answer is it is the subject, was is the helping verb, raining is the main verb, outside is the adverb, at 5 o'clock is the time phrase. Number 2, what is the definition of the past progressive? A, to show that an action was in progress at a specific past time. Number B, an action that started and finished in the past. C, an action that began in the past has continued up to the present time and is still ongoing. D, an activity that is in progress at the moment of speaking. Which is the correct answer? The correct answer is A, to show that an action was in progress at a specific past time. Number 3. What is the formula for be verb? A. Subject plus was or were plus base form with ing. B. Subject plus is, am, are plus base form with ing. C. Subject plus was or were plus being plus adjective. The correct answer is C. Number 4. Correct or incorrect? If the sentence is incorrect, correct what is incorrect. I am loving my children. Is it correct or not? The correct answer is incorrect. Why? Because there is am and there is loving. Use ing. So what is the correct answer? I loved my children. Because love is a stative verb. You cannot use love in the progressive tenses. Number 5. Put the sentence in the correct order. Was she when teaching to the class? A student came was. What is the correct answer? The correct answer is she was teaching when a student came to the class. 6. What is the type of adverb that indicates where something happens? A. Adverb of manner. B. Adverb of time. C. Adverb of place. D. Adverb of frequency. The correct answer is C. Adverb of place. Number 7. Combining sentences. They were recording the moon cycles. They were observing the moon. You have to combining with the subordinate conjunction. While. So the correct answer is they were recording the moon cycle while they were observing the moon. Thank you for watching. This page is intentionally left blank.